Hello, good morning, guys, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome you to this meeting this morning. It's a very good Monday morning, the second day of December. It's good to see all of you in this training this morning. Please, can you hear me and see my screen clearly? Can you hear and see my screen clearly, please? If you can hear and see my screen clearly, can you type yes, please? Okay, good. All right, good. How many of you traded volatility index this morning? How many persons took that trade this morning? Okay, I did. Good. I did. Okay. This person, okay, John said me. Okay, good. Thank you. You guys are beginning to understand this business because I intentionally not to post that signal on this platform because I want you guys to begin to analyze market on your own, because if you are relying on my signals, it may not help you very well. It may not help you at all. It's like giving you feed and baby and giving you food to eat, like the father feed the baby. So I'm going to be, from henceforth, I'm going to be restricting my signals somehow to you, because everyone is signals are sent, and when trades go against you, it appears I am the one having the blames, because we don't have the emotional strength to actually we are so emotionally attached to the money we lose. So I refuse to send this signal actually this morning because of all that. When trade go against you, you begin to feel the person who sent the signal has done something wrong. But the problem is not the signal. The problem is actually your emotion that is playing around. You must not, it's not, most of the time the signals are right, but maybe because you are trading with a small account and usually pullback happens. So those pullbacks usually affect our trading. So okay, John said don't send those John said don't stop, brother. Those signals, I mean those small account. Otherwise, if not the fact that you are trading a small account, almost all the signals have been sending is accurate. Almost all, 80% of the signals I send to you, both forex and, excuse me. Yes, Gabriel, thank you. Yes, very accurate always. Thank you. Somebody said a lot, sir. You need to cancel them on the group. Okay. So as I was saying, the trades are really trades that are supposed to go in our favor, but because of our account size, we may not be able to withstand the pullback. That's the only problem I believe we have. So my advice to you guys is this: whenever a trade is sent to you and you know you are trading with a $50, $100, you don't have money to withstand the pullback. So if you are seeing a pullback of $10, I think $15, $20 get out of the trade. Don't allow your money to be wiped out. The pullback will usually come to an end. Once the pullback comes to an end, what you are going to be doing is this. You are going to be using a smaller time frame, like maybe 5 minutes, to be monitoring the pullback with your charts on your MT4 platform. You have a chart that you can use to monitor the movement of the pullback. Once you've seen that, if it is an uptrend, the market, for instance, this candlestick, that is here now. Can you see this, guys? Can you see this? Let me put it bold. For instance, look at the candlestick now. The trade I took this morning, I had to get out of the trade on this spot. I have closed the trades on this top because I know that market usually pull down from here. I took the trade after this candlestick formed, this one here, because the market went through here, broke through this zone, came back here for a retest, and then market, after forming this candlestick, I now took this trade. And I discovered that there is a zone, a minor zone up, so I got out of the trade here. So whenever you're trading and you see a pullback, you don't have a good account, go back to 5 minutes. Now you can see that 5 minutes now it is pulling, it has been pulling. So by the time you see that this 5 minutes pullback has come to an end, maybe you are seeing, instead of this red, you are seeing something green, big green started forming. Like something like this starts forming towards the up direction because it's an uptrend. After the formation of that candlestick, you cannot place your buy again for the movement, because most times price market, as the place trade, it will just drop. I said you're very lucky that price will just move in your direction at once, but most of the time it doesn't move that way. It's up, down, up, down, up, down. So you have to be very careful when this down is happening, when the pullback is happening. Do not be emotionally attached to these things so that you don't blow your accounts. Just as you are seeing this pullback, since you are trading with a small account, just get out. Get out. Look at it. You can even go back to 1 minute time frame. 1 minute time frame. You can see 1 minute time frame. With this 1 minute time frame now, you get out of the pullback very early. Look at where the pullback started happening. From here, this is why I got out of the trade after I posted it on the group. I got out of the trade from here. Now, look at what the pullback did. After this 1 minute candlestick, now you should know that the market is going to be going down. You get out. You see, look at what type of market has now formed. According to the 1 minute time frame, it has formed another downtrend. But you don't look at it as the major direction of the market. You are only using it to either get out or get into the market. So after this pullback, because the direction of the market is actually an uptrend. So you just use this to get out, and then maybe you can now come back to 5 minutes or 15 minutes. This 5 or 15 for an early entry. Once you have this 15 minutes, now it is still coming down. Now you are going to wait for this thing to come down. Let it finish retracing. Let it do this red. Some red should be out. After this red is out for some time, you will now expect this green to form. Once that green forms towards the up direction, allow that candlestick to finish forming. Guys, do you understand? Please, are you following? If you are following, let me see your answers. Are you following, please? Are you getting what I'm saying? Okay, good. Charisma, good morning, you're welcome, Charisma. All right, Gabriel, thank you. Yes, okay, good. So you allow this candlestick to finish forming. This one, this green, look at that, is doing red, 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 because generally the market is an uptrend. I have used, you can even draw a trend line. You can see that it's a clear uptrend. All right, it's a clear uptrend. It's a clear uptrend. It's a clear uptrend. This morning we are going to talk about these zones, and then that is our major topic. Our major topic is to draw support and resistance zone very well, how to trade them, and how to do this thing with a trend line. Draw trend line as well. Look at trend line. This is a trend line. This is a confirmation that the market is on a trend. I bought here. This morning, I bought my market from here. The market, you saw me trading, I bought it from this angle. After the formation of this candlestick, I jumped into the market and I took my profit here, where you're seeing this red arrow, because I know that when I look at a daily time frame, 4 hours time frame, see, I make my decision based on higher time frames. When I look at my 4 hour time frames, I discover that market has been turning from here. And according to the 4 hour time frame, the market is going the up direction. So that is why I use my trend line to draw this particular line, and I got out of the market on this particular red line, and you can see that the market is actually retracing back from this place. So these are the turning points. You have to know how to draw these turning points. Once you are comfortably drawing these turning points as a naked trader, because we are traders that we are trading without indicators. So once you are comfortable trading these trend lines, drawing these trend lines and drawing these support and resistance zones, I tell you, you will not be asking me for trades. That's why I encourage you guys to read those books that have been sent to you, Naked Forest, and the other one, Guide to Trading Price Action. Those books are very good. I have explained these things, and I am explaining here in a practical term. So you see that the market touched this zone. Now it is retracing. We are going to buy. We are going to buy, all right? But we are waiting for this pullback to end first. It may pull back to this zone. It may even pull back to this zone. But I'm not going to sell. It's going to it may pull back to this zone before going up again. So we are going to allow this thing to happen before we begin to place our buy trade again. So what I was explaining is that with a small account, lower your time frame, let the pullback end, maybe 15 minutes or 5 minutes, but in this scenario, I'm using 5 minutes. Let the pullback end. Maybe it may end on this trend line. Then after that pullback ends, maybe you place a trade now, all right? You just place a trade. Maybe you see a buy entry, you place a trade and you collect your profit. You're after placing your trade, you see price keep moving down. Get out of the market maybe after that 1 minute candlestick form. For a small account, I'm not talking about those trading a big account. For a small account, use the 1 minute now to check the pullback. When the pullback has ended within that 1 minute, all right, as started forming within that 1 minute, don't lose your money. Get out of the trade first. If you do this, you will not be losing money even if you have a small account. You guys understand? Once you see you have placed a trade with a $50 account, and maybe unfortunately the trade just starts going back. Now, once you have placed the trade, okay, I almost said I don't understand. Okay. What I mean is this: once you have placed a trade, all right, then as a small account, once you have placed a trade, start monitoring your trade with a smaller time frame, like 1 minute, like with 1 minute. So after placing that trade, if you see a sign of retracement with your 1 minute candlestick, get out of that trade before your money will be blown out. Because as a small account, you don't need to be expecting your stop loss. You don't even need a stop loss for a small account, because the stop loss may be hit before your money may be gone before the stop loss is even hit. So get out of the trade, and then you enter back when you see something like this start forming again. Allow that particular candlestick to finish forming, maybe 5 minutes, to start monitoring the movements of the market. So this is how you can trade pullback. All right. Now let us discuss one important thing in trading. I'm going to be watching this market closely. Please, is the background noise? Are you comfortable with the background noise? Is it noisy? Is the background noisy? Because I'm actually in a public place. Because where I live in Abuja here, there are rocks that covered my environment. So the rocks are not making me to have network. So whenever I have class, I have to come out to a different hotel to have this training with you guys. Is the background okay? If the background is not okay, I may change my position. Okay, background is okay. Okay. Okay, somebody said it's noisy. Not too noisy. Okay. What do you mean by too noisy? Okay, it's too much. Okay, no, the background noise is too much, sir. Okay. Somebody said the background is too much. Okay, excuse me. Let me move out from this particular place. Hello, is it better now? Is the background better now, please? Sorry, you were not hearing because I have to change my position. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Perfect. Thank you. I have to change my position. All right. Good. Okay. Good. So now, what you're seeing now on the screen is this. Don't you have small glass for wine? Okay. So I have to change. Okay. Let me go back to the chat. Again. All right, guys. Thank you for understanding. All right, better. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So now we are going to be looking at this market to. It does not end it. It's now ranging from this direction. Good. The market is going to be doing this. Now you can see that it is ranging. All right, it is ranging. So as it is ranging, we wait for this ranging to end. Good morning. Now, after this particular ranging, this what is happening right now ends. Maybe another candlestick formed. This is 15 minutes time frame. Something like this forms towards the up direction. Let me change it to blue, to green rather. So we can. Yes. Okay. When you see something like this form after this particular movement, as you are trading your account, any time frame you're using, allow this ranging to end. You don't jump into a market when it is up here. You wait for this thing. It will come down to this trend line that is here. Then once this thing has ended, and then you see something like this print, you can allow this candlestick to finish. You cannot place your buy. Once it is, if it is 15 minutes, once the 15 minutes starts forming, you cannot place your buy. That is how you trade this thing. This is called trading with a trend. The market has formed an uptrend. So let us be watching the market as the uptrend is being laid out. Now let me show you why I took the trade yesterday, so that you understand that I am not trading based on guess. I'm trading based on what I see on the market. Why I told you to sell that yesterday. Now, this is the market. This was where the price was when I sold, when I told you to sell. We are buying, I think we are buying in the morning time. Yes, we are buying. And then we got out of the market here that morning time. Now I look at the trades. I look at the 4-hour time frame. I saw that this place has been turning point. This place has been a turning point. Look at here, all their C zone. It has been a turning point. The market got here by that was this still 11. I'm trying to look at the date here. I don't understand this date with this chart. So the market got here and turned back. So as I have seen the market, we are buying and we got out of the market earlier before the zone. Whenever you are buying, be watching the zone. As the market is approaching these turning zones, look at it. Okay. We are buying, and as the market was approaching this zone, this is 4-hour candlestick. We got out of the market. But you are trading volatility index. You don't need to be using the 4-hour to enter. You just use your 4-hour to check where the market has been turning. Look at where the market turned 4 hours. Look at here too. 4 hours is a turning point. This is a turning point too. So as I saw that the market has near, it was close to the turning point, I brought down my candlestick, my chart to 30 minutes. I started monitoring the market. with my 30-minute candlestick. Okay. So as the market was near, these things are very easy to spot. Once you are comfortable spotting this direction of the market, I tell you, you don't need me to be sending you signal. You'll be trading this market on your own every single day and make profit. Trading is not complicated. You don't need to learn every strategy in trading. Most of us thought that you have to be a scientist or know everything about trading. All the indicators, you don't need all those indicators. Just be comfortable drawing these zones and enter the market. You don't need all those complicated method of trading. Now, the market was going up. So as it got to this point, I know that it's a turning point. So I left the market. And I shifted my time frame to 15 minutes. I was looking for a bearish formation to go down because I know that the market will usually turn back. I know that market will usually turn back. So I was watching the trend. So I was watching the market. The market came down, up. It got to this place, went up, and then gave me this formation. After this formation, I know that the market will come down before going up again. That was when I now said, sell, sell. After the formation, this is what they call double top. The market went up to first touch. Let me bring it down a little. It went up to touch this place, touched back. Okay, went up, came down for a down movement, came back to retest. It came there to do a retest. Now, after this retest, a bearish candlestick formed, and this seems to be an engulfing candlestick. And I said, bam, it is time for me to go down. Even if it was an uptrend, I want to take advantage of the uptrend. I placed my buy, but after I placed my sell, but immediately I placed the sell, which I told the people to sell. Market went back for a second test again. So the stop loss was actually on top this zone. I had to look at the past. I had to look at the past. What has happened in the past? Let me take it to 4 hours. I know what happened in the past. I have to look at the past. In the past, it's these touches. I said, okay, I'm going to put my stop loss here. Whatever happened, at least that will be my stop loss. Now, I'll go front again. Let's go back to the 30 minutes. The 15 minutes. Once you have comfortable drawing these zones, you use a smaller time frame to enter your trade. Smaller time frames. Okay. Now, after this particular candlestick form, it was a clear double top. I now place a sell, but market made a turn first. But me, I knew that it was going to come down because when I look at the 1 hour time frame, it was overbought. You see, it was overbought. Market does not go in a straight line. It usually go up, and then turn back a little bit before going up. I look at the 4 hours. 4 hours was telling me that for the past how many days, look at where the market started from. It moved up. Here was just a minor pullback. It has been moving up. So I knew that the market would do small turning back before going back. That's why even now I am out of the market. Because if you look at this market, there has been up, only minor, small down pushes. So I knew the market would turn back a little. So let's go back to 1 hour again. This is what you call multiple time frame trading. And in volatility, you don't need to use higher time frame. Just use higher time frame to know the direction of the market. Use the smaller time frame to be entering your market. Otherwise, your money cannot carry the pullbacks. Okay, so market came down. Now, as I saw little pullback from here, I was out of the trade, but I still made good money. As I saw this pullback here coming, I got out of the trade because I know that the market is an uptrend. What it was doing was just a downtrend, a retracement. Now, if you want to know when to pull back, you can use what they call Fibonacci retracement. Fibonacci retracement. Now, this is an uptrend going up. Now, let me remove this trend line so you won't be confused. This is an uptrend going on. So whenever you are trading, if a market is trending, according to this 15 minutes time frame, it's an uptrend going up, right? What you want to do is to now plug your Fibonacci. Fibonacci is a mathematical number that will tell you where the market, it shows you where the market has turned to and when the market, where the turning points will end. It helps you to know how the market will stop, when it will retrace, will stop. So what you want to do is this. You just come here and plug your, carry your Fibonacci like this from the high, the lowest, where the market starts the uptrend, to the place where the turning starts to take place. When you plug your Fibonacci retracement line like this, look at the numbers. You see that the market usually, look at the numbers 26, 36, and 50. If your Fibonacci, if the market starts turning, so now what you are going to be watching at is the Fibonacci numbers. As the market is turning, you too, you have plugged your Fibonacci retracement. You are watching, maybe if you are selling this pullback now, you are selling with this pullback, you should be looking at and exiting your market, your trade, according to these Fibonacci numbers. That is, if you want to use Fibonacci to know how pullback is going to end. Now, what you want to know is 38. Usually, excuse me. Usually, ideally, the 38% is a better place to know that the market, ideally, 38.2%, the market is supposed to go up from there. But if it is going beyond 50, you should know that it is no longer an uptrend pulling back. So if you are selling this market, be watching these percentages, you can take your profit even at 26, 23.6. If you are selling a pullback, after you plug your Fibonacci, you can plug it and see that it moves to this 23. And whenever this move is taking place, be watching the candlestick patterns. Are they big or small? Because if the market is tired of pulling back, you'll be seeing that, look at that, the candlestick was bigger, bigger, bigger. But look at where the market started, the pullback was coming to an end. Small candlestick, small candlestick. And they were actually coming to where the 38.2% is, meaning that the pullback has ended. So what you do now is to be watching out now for a candlestick like this. I was sleeping there when this thing happened, so I didn't take notice of this trade. So if you now see after this pullback has ended, based on what the Fibonacci has told you, 38.6 is a good place to say the market is supposed to be going up. Sometimes it touches 50, but 50 is still deep. It's a deep pullback. It's going to like a reversal. 61, the market has reversed completely. But this 38, once it gets to this 38, you should be thinking of, and then watch your candlestick patterns. Are they small or big? If they are getting smaller, plug your Fibonacci and then be watching out for a bullish candlestick like this. Once this one formed, after this one finished forming, you place your buy stop on top of it. Look at the movement, clean movement. I was sleeping, I didn't take notice of this, and I just slept off. So this morning, I saw that the market broke through this zone. Now, why I took this trade, right? The market broke through this zone, all right, and then came back for a retest. So it must have a retest. Look at this test. These are tests. It means that this zone was the zone. So it was rejecting the zone. So I placed my buy immediately. This morning trade that I posted, I placed my buy immediately after this candlestick formed. This one here. Immediately after this candlestick formed, I placed my buy, and the profit was what you saw there on the screen. And I got out of this market. Now I'm waiting for this market to break again. I'm waiting for this particular candlestick to finish. Let it range. It's going to range now or even come down. But once I see a green candle again, I will enter. So, do you guys are you guys following? Are you guys following? Are you guys following? Do you understand what I'm trying to explain here? Please, if you're understanding me, can you type? If you don't understand me, also tell me you don't understand so that I can explain more. Okay, Charisma said, I understand. Okay. You won't allow it to retest? No, you will allow it to retest. Look at it now. Look at it now. As it broke through this zone, all right, it came back to it. Look at this retest now. It retests before I placed my buy. After, look at the retest that happened now. Though not a minor retest. So that this market is going to come back here to retest my trend line, then I'll be thinking of selling again. I mean, um, buying again. So always allow the retest to take place. Okay, Kate said this is very clear. Good. So this is how. No, David, and you don't have to place a pending order above the zone, because if you place a pending order, the market may do what it calls fake out. All right. Instead of placing a pending order, what you want to do is this: allow the market to break through this zone. Allow it to break through this zone. Let it break through the zone. Let it break through the zone, because that fake out will give you problem. Yeah, that red line is a zone. It's a minor zone. But as you are trading with small accounts, you need to be watching out for this minor zone. But those using big accounts that are using thousands of dollars to trade, they are looking at 1 day candlestick. So it must do this. It must do this before you can buy. Don't just buy because it's a zone and you put a pending order. It will blow, it will cause you problem. Once this happen, just it will go like this now. Okay, Fibonacci. All right, how do you play the Fibonacci? Fibonacci is this. I'm going to remove it now again so you can see how I did it. Now you use Fibonacci for a trending market, and I use this Fibonacci because according to the 15 minutes time frame that I am trading, it is actually a trending market. So how do you place your Fibonacci retracement? Very simple. Now I have seen that this market is trending. I have seen that this is an uptrend, clear uptrend, right? From here, the market went up straight, up, right? This is a clear up movement, right? Now, for me to use Fibonacci, what I need to do is just to look at the Fibonacci up here. If you're using Meta 4 or Meta 5, look at where it's stated F, draw Fibonacci retracement. Just click it. This is where the beginning of the trend, right? If it is an uptrend, you put it from the beginning of the trend. You just place it, then you left click it, then drag it to where it ends, where the retracement starts to happen. This the beginning of the retracement or the pullback. By the time you put it here, now you can see that the Fibonacci has drawn zones. Fibonacci will help you draw support and resistance zones. Fibonacci have drawn these zones, and Fibonacci retracement is good to the best place that Fibonacci retracement starts going to the upside is 38.2. Whenever a market is going up and you place your Fibonacci and it got to this 38.2, you should know that market that is an uptrend. If it is going to be a continuation of the uptrend, the market may likely turn from this 38.2 percentage levels. Look at what it did. For this particular market, it touched exactly this 38.2. It started moving towards the up direction. You see how powerful Fibonacci is, but you are going to use your Fibonacci alongside with the candlestick patterns. If you are going to trade with Fibonacci, that doesn't mean that as you place your Fibonacci, then as price just got to that 38.2, you just place a buy. No, you have to see that the candlestick formations are actually going the direction of the place you want to place a buy. Now, as the market is coming down and you have blocked your Fibonacci as the market was coming, I was coming down, right? You are going to be watching out for this candlestick formation. Are they bigger or they are smaller? If you look at it, near the Fibonacci, we are getting small to this particular one. But immediately it got to 38.2, market start pulling back because people are watching this market. These are emotions about other people. Other people, they are watching what you are doing. Some of them, they are using Fibonacci to trade. So they know that this place, if it is an uptrend, market will usually talk from here. 50 is a deep pullback. Very, very deep one. You have to be very careful in buying 50. But this 38, after it gets to this 38, and then you see a bullish candlestick, it's a clear place to buy. Take your profit here because this is a zone. Take your profit here. Get out first and allow the market to break through and do a retest before you buy again. I missed that trade. It was so painful. So very simple way of understanding it. Once you understand all these turning points, you can apply a Fibonacci. So do you understand how I draw the Fibonacci now? Who has that question? Okay. Charisma, okay. So somebody said when you talk of retest, is it the test of the trend line or the test of the zones or the test of both the trend line? Okay. If you have drawn a trend line for a trending market, you are going to be watching out for a retest on the trend line. For instance, now, this is our trend line on this zone now, right? It will retest this trend line. Usually it will retest. I'm not yet rushing to place a buy. Make trading simple for you. Once you understand these things, trading becomes very simple for you. You don't need all those complicated indicators and robots to trade. Look at how simple trading is. Leave all those indicators. Now, usually price will come and retest this place for a trending market. Once it retest this zone, then you see a bullish candlestick, like I told you, something like this forming the up direction, you place a buy. After allow the candlestick to finish forming, you place a buy. Let's say we are using 30 minutes to draw. Time frame does not matter. This market, I am not still buying this market because to me the retracement is not enough. I want to buy this market when I see a retracement with a higher time frame. Look at this is 1 hour time frame, right? I'm only seeing green. I am not seeing red yet. I want to because this 1 hour time frame will give you a better direction than 15 minutes time frame. 5 minutes time frame will tell you that the market has retraced very, very well. Market has retraced very, very well, but I'm not going to look at that. It's already telling you to buy, right? But I'm not going to buy yet. 5 minutes has already finished retracing, but I'm not going to buy yet because when I look at the 1 hour time frame, the market is overbought. Market, this place is overbought. Allow the strike, let it be going again. Let me remove these things so you can see it clearly. All right. Now, when you place your, when you look at your chart, now this is the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame is still telling me that the pressure of the buyers are still there. So I'm not. This is, see, most people jump into buy now when other people are selling. You need to be selling when other people are buying, buying when other people are selling. Meaning that once it is too stretched, that is when you have to be taking your profit. When it is too stretched, look at this line, it's very stretched, it's too much buy. Allow it to buy, allow them to buy, let them buy, and you just hold on. Market must pull back. It must pull back. It must pull back first. Must pull back. Must pull back. After the pull back, you enter. Let me use red to indicate the pullback. Now it's going up, right? Let it go up. Don't enter yet. This is where you should have entered. This is where I entered and took my profit here. But I did not, I intentionally not to post that on that group because of some reactions of pullback yesterday. Because I don't want to be blowing people's, I don't want somebody to say, I blew my account. My account was blown because of the signal. Meanwhile, it was a minor pullback. So it was the reason why I did not post that trade, because I know that a major pullback will happen. So I want a major pullback to happen and end first, so that when we buy the market, it will not, somebody will not say I blew my account. It will not go our direction. So when the pullback will happen, maybe pull back to this downside, all right, then we'll place a buy. We'll not take our profit, first profit here. Then we can now be taking the second profit upward. So this is how you. Okay, Balago, how did you know it's overbought? I knew it's overbought because of the candlestick. We have so many green. When you are seeing so many green, don't rush into buy again, because it's so many buys are taking place. So people are waiting to take profit. These are human beings trading. It's not robots. Human being controlling this thing. So if the market is doing this green, you should be thinking of getting out of the market, so that when the pullback will happen, as people are collecting profit, the market will be dropping down. As the market is dropping, and then if you form again green candle, you buy. So this is how you trade it. Trading with support and resistance. This is pure price action trading. You don't need all those robots. You don't need all those indicators to know the direction. This is very clear, very clear. Look at it now. Look at all the places. Very touchy. Market touch here. It went up. It came back. You touch here again. So if you have been buying, you should have made a lot of money with all these touches. This is 1 hour time frame. It ranged for a while, but it broke through this zone. It came back here to touch this zone before going up. You see? So these zones are respected. Anybody who tells you that support and resistance, it does not trade with support and resistance, is not a trader. Quote me anywhere in the world. I can appear in any national TV and talk about this. You must understand the concept of supply and demand in trading. That is what is making the market to return in those zones. It is supply and demand. When it is oversupply, the demand will now drop. When the market is oversupply, the demand, people will now see that this is oversupply. They'll begin to see the reason why they will sell that particular instrument. It will now start falling. So that is why prices are always respected. Look at it. It is coming down. 1 hour will tell me better. 1 hour will tell me better results. So I want this 1 hour to give me a good pullback first before I would go back to 15 minutes for entering. Now watch my mouth. Okay, support and resistance is not a line. It's not a line. It's not a particular. It's not a straight line. It's a zone. It's a zone. It is not a line. It is a zone. It is a zone. It is not a. It is not a straight line. It is a zone. So if you learn how to draw these zones correctly, you make profits on the market. You just take a look at my chart. You don't see any indicator, no nothing. Just purely what you see on the chart is what you trade. Now this 1 hour is going to retrace at least 3 or 4 candlesticks. Maybe like 3 or 4 will come down first. Okay, Charisma, you just draw them. Okay, let's draw them with trading view. Let's draw them with trading view. Support and resistance line. Let's draw them with trading view. Well, I prefer trading view to this particular MT5. This is Euro USD. Today, Euro USD will go up. The same thing applies to currency pair. Look at, there was a massive drop down. Look at how support and resistance zones were respected. All these are zones. Look at how it was respected here. You see, in the past, market touched this place, went up. It came down here again, now touched it, went up. It came down here again and touched. This was a fake out. Now, market moved a very strong movement. Now, if this candlestick now that you're seeing, if I see a good bullish engulfing, a good bullish candlestick, I'll place a buy. Now, right, this is ranging now. Now, if I see something after this range, now if I see something up like this, let me call it green. Now, if I see something up like this again, I'll place a buy. But I don't want to enter from here. I want to enter at least above this particular candlestick. But if you enter from here, if you are aggressive, you can buy from this down. If you're aggressive, you can buy from down and you make a lot of profits because your stop loss will be very small. But this seems to be a zone, a minor zone though. If you're aggressive, you can buy. This is the best time to make decisions for this trade. This is the best time. So if you are an aggressive trader, you can take that risk and buy this market now. You know why you are going to buy this market? Because of the movement, the strong movement. Look at the giant. Whenever you are trading, look at go your left and see the movement. Left meaning that the past. Look at this strong movement. We are supposed to buy this market after this particular candlestick form. This long tail, this kangaroo tail. Now the market went up, came here for this is what they call double bottom. But I was not there when this was okay. This was not okay. This thing happened over the weekend on Friday. Then this was yesterday. Okay, this was still on Friday. Even this candlestick was on Friday. Yes. So we are supposed to buy that Friday after this closure of this particular candlestick, November 29. That was I was not taking note of. I was not monitoring this particular market. That was 2:00. We are supposed to buy this market 2:00. If you had bought this market, look at the pips you would have made from there to here. You would have made almost 33. Okay, almost 24 pips. but it is not late. Based on this giant movement, you can buy. You can buy this market because it's an indication that the price will go up. If you are aggressive, you can buy from here, this down. Put your stop loss down here. But if you are conservative, you can wait after this line, you can buy. There are rules. There are rules to draw the support and resistance zone. The rule number one: don't draw with a short time frame. Rule number one: don't draw with a short time frame. Support and resistance line. Don't draw with a short time frame. Draw with a higher time frame. Then rule number two: don't draw on a straight line. Let it be that you have is a zone. It is not a straight line. A higher time frame, 1 day, 1 week will give you a clear direction. Look at this higher time frame now. You know that this place is indeed a zone. You see, even 1 day you have seen the 1 day time frame. It is a clear zone. This was a zone. This is a resistance. So let's draw these zones with a new chart. Once you are comfortable drawing these zones, trust me, in any market you succeed. In your trading, you will succeed. I'm telling the truth, you will succeed like crazy. Let's say AUDCAD. I draw it. Now, just come here. Whenever you're seeing something forming one kind, try and check. Look at, I'm using the weekly time frame, right? To draw these zones. You draw it weekly time frame. If you're using trading view to do it, once you draw it, you check, you can lock it. That is number one zone. You come here, this one too is a zone. See, once a zone is, if a support zone is broken, that place becomes a resistance. Now, if its resistance is broken, it becomes support. What did I mean by that? It means that whenever you're drawing a zone, if this zone, a zone does not mean that it cannot be broken. It can be broken. A strong force can break a zone. So once it is broken, it becomes a resistance zone. That is broken becomes a support. So in this particular scenario, this was broken. This support zone was broken, but became a resistance here. Look at market broke through here, came down to this support, but got here and it was struggling. So it's a clear zone. This shows that once you have clicked, you have clicked on this zone, you go back to check the past. Look at test number one, is a zone. Number two, it's a zone. You can go back. Number three, like I told you, it's not a straight line, it's a zone. It's not a straight line, it's a zone. It is not a straight line, it is a zone. You can draw with your wicks, include your wicks whenever you are drawing. Those of you are advanced, you know what wick is. This wick are these long things. Include them in your drawing. So you go back to find out if indeed that is a zone. Look at the touches. Market went up here, came back and retest this zone. Look at the touches. Now I can even say that this place is a zone. This is a very simple way of trading. You don't need all those complicated robots, indicators, I don't know, proprietors, so many names they call them, to confuse you that trading is a difficulty. No, trading is very easy once you understand how this naked trading works. Somebody say, please draw the support and resistance zone on volatile index chart. I can draw with trading view, but it's difficult to draw with MT5 when checking volatility. Okay, okay, Kate, you can draw with trading view. Okay, okay, we'll do it with volatility index. We'll bring another currency pair. All right, you can see that these are clear zones. Now, what as a naked trader, what you are looking at is you don't trade all these places. You don't trade in all these places. All these places is a known trade zone. You don't trade all these zones. You don't trade them. Whenever you are expecting a market, don't trade here. Check out placing a trade here. You're welcome, Charisma. You don't place a trade in all these places. All these places are a no man zone, no man island. This is a dead zone. Don't place a trade here. Allow market to come to this zone. All right. Now, if market comes to this zone, market will do two things. Market will do two things. Market can come here, down here, right? Come here. Let me tell you, this is entry technique. Then do this. All right. If market do this, don't rush and enter yet. Except, I will tell you, except something will happen that will make sure will tell you that it will go your way. If market do this, then you expect it to go that way first, come back for a retest. Then it shows you a candlestick formation that now it is time for an up movement. You now be watching out for. You can even bring it down to a smaller time frame, like 1 hour or 30. For forex, I like to look at 1 hour, but for volatility is very volatile, so I don't look at 1 hour. But forex, I like to look at 1 hour time frame. Forex is more slower. So now you now look at for this candlestick formation. Once you see a candlestick formation like this, a green form, you can place your buy after this. If it is 1 hour you're monitoring, immediately after the 1 hour, you just place your buy, it will give you profit. So allow it to come down, go up, come back for your retest, then you buy. Somebody say in currency pair, drawing with weekly, daily, and 4 hours, is it recommended? Yes. Like if you are a swing trader, you should be using, in fact, all of us should be using weekly, daily, 4 hours to draw. When you draw with weekly, bring it down to daily. Now you can see that I drew with weekly before. I brought it down to daily. You can even later bring it down to 4 hours to see these zones again. All right. Now 4 hours has shown it also that it's a zone. According to 4 hours, the market is still very far from the zone. So you can use them. Then you can also be drawing them with a smaller time frame. Once you have drawn it with this for 1 day, come here, look at your 4 hour, because you want to take advantage of all those minor zones. Look at here, 4 hours is telling you that year 2 is a zone. Look at 4 hours has told you that year 2. Look at touches, look at touches, look at touches. Look at touches here. Touch number 1 is a zone. Is a zone. Is a zone. Now you've drawn with 1 week, right? And 1 day. Now you've brought it down to 4 hours. I like 4 hours. 4 hours is very accurate for in forex. Even in volatility and stock is very, very. Now you've noticed that this place is a zone. You see, look at, it's a zone. Look at market turn from here. It is a clear zone. If I see a market, any market I see, I know when to buy and when to sell. Any market with this clear turning point, in every market respect these zones, because people are the way you are watching now. The whole world, they are watching what you're doing. It's not only you that's watching this market. The whole world is watching. As they are watching, other people are watching. Everybody is watching this market. For small accounts, what time frame is the best? Use, even if you are trading with a small account, as far as you are trading forex or any other currency, listen, use a bigger time frame to know your zones. Then you can use small time frame to be entering. You can use 2 hours to enter. You can use 1 hour to enter, meaning that you allow these things to come down to this zone. All right. Now it's on a resistance zone. AUD card is on a resistance zone. So what do you want to do now? You don't place any trade yet. Allow it to touch this zone. Now, if you want to be very, very aggressive as well, this is just practice. I use, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Yes, every time frame. As well as you have drawn a zone, the market is not respecting the time frame, it's respecting the zone. So you're only using the time frame for early entry. Charisma. As well as you have drawn this zone, the market respects this zone, not the time frame. So whenever market is approaching this zone, irrespective of the time frame you're using, it will respect it. That is what it means. Now, there's such is very aggressive trading. Now that you have discovered that this is a turning point, all right? If you want to be aggressive, you can put, now market is going up, right? It's supposed to be coming up, right? You can put your buy sell limit here. This is very, very aggressive, but I want to teach it to you. It pays sometimes, but sometimes you can also lose. For the fact that here is a zone that you have discovered, you put your sell stop here. Sell limit, rather. Sell limit is buying above the current market price and expect the market to come up. You put your sell limit here so that whenever price get to this place, you now collect like 20 pips. Because markets, it must respect the zone. Okay, let's even look at the back. Let's go back and find out. What you want to do is how many pips drop down that happens most of the time according to this time frame. The last time price came down here, look at how many pips, almost 80 pips. The last time price got to this point, how many pips? Let's check again. 120 pips. So this place is a turning zone. It's a turning point. Look at even here. So now, if you want to be aggressive, you don't want to wait for retest. You can put your sell limit here. All right. As price to touch here, maybe you put your stop loss up here, maybe 15 pips or 20 pips up, 18 pips. All right. This is going to be this is an early entry to make you make money. This one is, you can make money with strategy. This one is not a retest strategy. There are so many ways of entering the market, but this is not a retest strategy. You can put your sell limit here. So immediately price touch here, you can collect maybe like 20 pips or, okay, let's say 20 plus spread, let's say 25 pips. It will drop. It will drop because it's a major turning point. It will drop. If you are using a standard lot, this is about $200. If you are using a mini lot, it's about $25. So you just collect this one before you expect the retest to happen. If you come down a bit, if you want to really go down, it must come back and retest. Then you enter again for the direction. You enter again and follow the market as it's coming down. So guys, this is how you can draw your support and resistance line. So let's draw this one very, very accurately. Let's draw them. This is daily time frame. These are the zones. Price is touching, touching, touching. Price is touching, touching. Now we've discovered our zones. Let's see upside, the upside. Just go back to, let me go back to weekly first. because weekly time frames makes you see the main turning point. The weekly will give you a better direction. Look at it. It's touch, look at touch, look at touch, look at touch. All these are touches. All these are touches. All these are touches. Yes, Austin, you can do that with TradingView. Just go to tradingview.com on your mobile or download the app. You can draw. You see the same thing. Maybe tomorrow I'm going to use my phone to teach this training. I'll use my phone tomorrow. I'll use phone to train tomorrow. So you understand that I draw these things even with my phone, apart from volatility index that is not on TradingView. Tomorrow we are going to train with phone, so that you know that with phone you can look at this, look at here, look at here. It helps. Just know this turning point, and the sky will be your limit. Easy way of trading. Easy way of trading. Not robots, not proprietors, not all those big names they call. It's just an easy entry in and out of the market. All right. So now we expected the market to fall down from here or break through here. It can break. It's not as if it's a must. Sometimes it can break. What this market can do is to break through here. What IS this market can do is it can break through here, then it come back. Now I told you there are two ways of entering this market. Let me show you the other way. One is a retest, but the other one is this. The other one is this. Let me remove all these things. The other one is what you call engulfing candlestick. Bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing, all the engulfing candlesticks. If your market is on a zone and it has not gotten a recent like this now, here is very recent price action. But if price like now this market is coming down, this AUD card, if it comes down to this zone without so many long recent price actions, and then you see that market, let me show you my chart. TradingView, you don't need to download TradingView. TradingView is just something you go to the website, tradingview.com, so that you can just tradingview.com and sign up or sign in with your Facebook or Google account. You don't need a lot. You don't use to download. You must not download the app, but they have an app. Oh, volatility index has broke through this zone, but no problem. We are not trading. This is 1 hour time frame, right? We are not trading. We are watching the market. Let it go. Any two way they go up, it will come down. Let it go. If it goes up like this and come down and retest this zone, we are going to buy. So let me show you a candlestick formation that will make you place a buy if market prints on a zone. Okay. Now, now, if you see an engulfing candlestick like this kind of bullish engulfing, you can see that this one is very big than this one. It's called bullish engulfing pattern. If we see something like this, big giant candlestick like this on a support zone, after the formation of that candlestick, place a buy. You can put a buy stop. You can put a buy stop after the formation of that candlestick on a zone like this, support zone. Let me show you. There was a buy signal I sent last week that gave us good result for GBP USD. GBP USD. It has broke through this zone. That buy. I think it was here. Look at this one. The market went up, came down here. The market now formed this particular candlestick. This is long tail. This is whenever you see this kind of long tail is called weak, and then a small body like this, you can place a buy stop after here. That's this kind of candlestick formation and that engulfing candlestick, place a buy stop. The market will come and meet you, collect a profit here. So whenever you see such an engulfing candlestick, big one, or like something like this, look at this now. Look at this one, something like this. This is bearish engulfing. If it is on the resistance zone, it's a sell. You don't need a retest to happen. Just sell first. Collect the profit as it is going, but you come down, but collect that profit first. That is a sell. All right, guys, we have talked so much about support and resistance and trend lines and the entering of the market. I believe you guys understand what we have said so far. If you don't understand, you can still rewatch this video because it is recorded. You watch the video over and over. Now, there's one important thing that we are going to talk about this morning is about risk management and psychology of trading. You see, there is one important thing that most people neglect in trading is risk management. The reason why most of us blow our accounts is not because the trade is not a good trade setup, but because of we are taking too much risk. When I see sometimes the kind of risk we take and place a trade, I feel very, very, it may go your way, or you may make money during that time, but the time you start having your account blown up, you'll be surprised. You think, because the day it goes against in your favor, that day God is in your side, maybe you are lucky. But trading with so much big loss side is not a professional way of trading. If you want to be in this business, you have to know how to take your risk, minimize your risk. Don't be taking so much loss size. I see people trading volatility index, small account, they will open 0.03, 0.02, 0.01, plenty places, small account, just because the market is going your direction. If you keep doing that, you may be winning in a very short while, but I don't think you can stay long in the business. The key to being in this business is risk management. Know how to manage your risk. Don't be excited with your trades. If you are trading and you are so excited about your trade, it means that you are taking too much risk. Trade in a way that your trade becomes very boring to you. Even if you have a $500 trading account, don't trade more than 0.01 one position for volatility index. If you have $500 account in your trading account money, don't trade 0.01 more than one position, because volatility index is very volatile. So if you trade like 2 positions, 3 positions, 4 positions, you blow your account quickly, because it can give you quick profit. It can also give you quick losses. So the key to you being in this business is risk management. The reason why most people say, I have blown my account, I lost millions of naira in forex, and I ask them, how do you lose millions of naira? How can you lose millions of naira in forex when you know what is risk management? That is the reason why most people don't stay in forex, because they want to make money overnight. You cannot beat the market. You cannot. You are not a market maker. You are just a retail trader, 20% of the market. So you don't have to be taking too much positions while trading. Trade small. Make your profit. If you are making consistently $10 every day, make it a week, 18,000. How many person working in this country that's earning 18,000? Even if you have $100 account, if you are not greedy, you just take $10 as the trade alert come. You just trade signal come, or you analyze the trade by yourself. Trade go in your favor. You collect $10 and you close your laptop. You go and do other things. Is that bad? That's not bad. What causes our problem is greed. Today, to this month, I want to buy my car. I am now financially free. Trading, I'm going to get rich. No, you can never be financially free within few days or few months. It's consistency, it's compounding. Compounding you become financially free by compounding. It means that if you are taking, if you have a $1,000 account and you are taking $50 every day for a $1,000 account, how much is that money? How much would that money give to you? But some of us will have a $1,000 account and want to make $1,000 that day. You have $1,000 account and you want to make $1,000. That is gambling. Let's say you are taking $50 every day from 1,000 times 30. That is $1,500 that you make in a month times 361 naira. That's about 540 naira. Are you not better than most people who are working with governments? Just learning how to manage your risk. With $1,000 account, you are collecting $50. As you have collected the $50, you close the account, you close your laptop, you go and rest, read your books, learn more about the business. Is that too bad? Let's say you have $100 and you are collecting $10 every week. Between Monday and Saturday, you make $60. Monday and Sunday, let's say, make $70. 70 times 4, that's a month. You're making $280 times 361. That's about 1,080 naira. Is that bad for a start for a $100 account? You just started with $100 and you're making 100,000 naira a month. That's not a bad business. So learn to manage your risk. Don't be in a hurry to make money in this business. You blow your account. Absolutely, you blow the account. And then control your emotions. Control your emotions. Emotions are 80% in trading. Trading is 80% emotion and 20% skill set. Control your emotion. Most of us who don't like to lose. I keep saying this in every single day. If you are not ready to lose in this business, then don't trade. Trading is not for you. Because even the best traders in the world, there is no trader who will come and say, I have not lost money. That person is not telling you the truth. Even me who is talking here, I lose money sometimes. Nobody will tell you I have not lost money. The day you lose like a professional, meaning that because you are managing your risks very well, even if you lose, it is not going to be painful. Whenever you are placing a trade, be prepared to lose that money. Be ready. I am ready to lose this money in case the trade go against me. But when your trade size is large, your account size, your lot size is large, you will not be prepared. You are just looking at, I must win. And if the trade go against you and you don't win, you're in trouble. That day, your wife, your family, everybody is in trouble. You can't even look at their wife's face. You can't even look at their children's face. But that's not trading. That's gambling. You're gambling. You're not trading. You're gambling. So manage your risk very well. For forex, for volatility index, I have not seen a calculator for volatility index on how to calculate your risk. I have not seen it. Because this volatility index just came to board 2016 or so. So up to now, I'm still researching the internet. I have not seen the calculator using for volatility index to calculate your risk. But the only advice I will give you is this. For a small account, from 1,000 and below, use 0.01. Even if the account is 2,000, say use 0.01, but don't open more than 2 positions. Yes, if your account is above 2,000, yes, use 0.02, maybe 2 positions. Yes. and be prepared for that loss in case any trade go against you. Sometimes I feel like not posting trades on this platform because most of us talk as if somebody who is posting trade, the person is a wizard, the person is a witch that must know. I am not the maker of the market. I am only seeing the market based on my own perspective, and anything can go wrong as well. If you are not ready to lose money, then don't take signals. That's the only thing I will advise you. The least loss size is 0.01 for volatility. The advice I'll give you guys is this. If you are not ready to take losses in this business, don't take trade signals. Don't take them. Because whenever a signal comes and you lose, you feel bad. But when a signal comes and you make money, you are happy. That's not how to do this business. You must be willing to lose. If you are not willing to lose, don't take trade signal. Because sometimes I am not the maker of the market. I'm only predicting. And my prediction may not be right all the time. Nobody gets the right prediction all the time. Sometimes prediction goes against you. But your own is to be willing to face the risk. Be willing to face the losses. Don't be overexcited about your trading. When you are excited, it's because you are taking too much risk. Too much risk. Tomorrow, we are going to do risk calculation with Forex. So, guys, I want to thank you for coming once again for today's class. And I want to encourage you to read your books. I wake up every day, 4 a.m. 4 a.m. every day reading. Before I came to this class, I have been reading. Form that habit of reading. Invest in your mind. Your mind is the most valuable asset that you have. The more, thank you, Mr. Charisma, the more you invest in your mind, the more your chances of becoming successful is clear, because we are being bombarded with weapons of mass distraction every single day. So you have to invest in your mind. You have to believe that what you're doing today, it will have a positive result. Forget the initial setbacks, the initial drawdowns, the initial what's it called, the initial failures, loses is normal. Success is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. Be willing to make the mistake you're making today. But what you're doing right now, you may not know the value of what you're doing. But in the next 5 years from now, 10 years from now, all of you here, I guarantee you this. If you don't stop, look at the word I use. If you don't stop, if you keep doing it every single day, because you said you want to be a trader. Like me, I said I want to be a trader, and I want to be a trader for life. If you don't stop this, in 5 years, in 20 years from now, you will tell me, there was this man I met on the internet. That man completely changed my life. You will testify anywhere in the world. Don't stop. Don't stop. Even if you make mistake, lose money, it's okay. Learn from your mistake and keep on doing it. There'll be a day some of you are going to become trainers. I guarantee you that you become a trainer like me. When I met my mentor, who is a trainer who travels around the world training, and my mentor told me that one day I'll become a trainer. I said it's a lie. And today I'm training. So someday you will become a trainer, just like me. You are trading and you're also training people. The joy of training is that I am not just making money for myself by trading, but I am helping other people on how to become financially independent. You are creating wealth. You are teaching people how to create wealth. Most people, they are wealthy, but they can't even teach their own child on how to get rich. The happiness in this business is that I am not just getting rich by myself, but I'm also teaching other people how to get rich. There is no joy more than that. When I see people telling me, thank you, it gives me joy. And that's why I must be doing this for the rest of my life. So have that kind of a mindset. It doesn't matter how many times you fail. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to get to the right place. You may not understand this thing now, but keep on reading your books, listen to something positive every day. Someday, one day, you get it. Nothing will stop you if you don't give up. Don't give up. This is a dream you have chosen. A dream of becoming a profitable trader, a dream of trading the financial markets with your smartphone. Don't give up on your dream. Keep on doing what you're doing. I can assure you, the next 5 years, you'll be become successful in this business, and no wish in your village, nothing will stop you to become successful in this business. It's a business that pays people. In your old age, when you are 60, 50, 70, you'll be relaxing, you'll be teaching this thing to your children, and you also relax and enjoy your money right from the comfort of your home, because forex is forever. All these online things are forever. Investment is forever. Until the world comes to an end, all this trading will not end. You have an advantage over so many people. So, Austin said, "What's up? Please answer me. What are you asking me, sir? What do we do when we are losing hope?" You don't need to lose hope. Like I keep saying, do not give up. If you are giving up, it's too early. If you are giving up, see, successful people, the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is that they give up early. I don't know why you are going to give up. Don't give up on yourself. Keep on doing it. Minimize your risk. If you're trading with loss side, minimize your risk. Minimize your risk. As far as I'm concerned, all the trade signals I have sent on this platform, I keep saying it. I'm not bragging, but according to as I look at my posts, as I study them, 80% of them are accurate. So if you are losing, it means that there is something you are not doing right. So you have to correct that and do it right. Because trading is emotions. Learn how to control it. Like yesterday now, so many people close their trade because they are losing money. Meanwhile, the trade was a downtrend. You should have made money. I made good money from that trade signal. So don't give up. Don't give up. If you give up, you are giving up to your enemy. Your enemy has won you then. And it's Tina, okay. Tina, welcome. Tina, I'm happy to see you today. Tina, see, when I was doing this business, Tina was the first student, the only student. Now I have almost 80 students in this platform. But when I started this training, Tina, she's from Bayelsa. She met me on Facebook just like you guys. And she was the only student I was teaching, only her. And she's a very serious student. She has been on this platform since before you guys. Young girl from Bayelsa, say from my community. I didn't even know that she's from my community until she told me where she came from, and I discovered she's from my community. She has been on these things ever since. Tina, you're welcome. Good to see you. Only girl, I was teaching her every day. Me and she will be on this webinar every day. But today I have students. So everything in life is consistency. Don't give up on your dream. Don't give up. You just started 2 weeks or a month ago, and you're having losses. You're giving up. No, don't give up. Success is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. Don't ever give up on your dreams. I used to have difficulties myself in this business. Initial losses, and all the rest. People doubting you. People think you're wasting your time. But today, people are beginning to believe what I'm doing. They used to think I was wasting my time. I'll be in my house. My wife sometimes will accuse me of not doing anything with my life. Say, go and look for a job. I said, I am not going to look for a job. She will say, go and look for a job. What are you doing with your laptop? All these trading things doesn't work. But I said, no, I will do it. Even if it doesn't work, I will do it. If there's one person in the world who has succeeded in this business, that means I'm going to be among the one person. So don't you ever, ever, ever give up. Don't. Giving up on your dream is the big mistake you make. See this as a goal and as a dream that you have for yourself. You are not doing it for yourself alone. Me, whatever thing I'm doing, I'm thinking about my generation, my people, my children, my children's children. Because I believe, Alan, thank you. I believe whatever thing you are doing, don't be putting yourself only. Think about the people you will affect. If you don't give up on this dream, I tell you, your generation will celebrate you. They will celebrate you because my children, now my 9-year-old daughter, she's already trading. If you see her smartphone, very powerful. I've given her a smartphone, Android, and she's trading. By the time she'll be 20, she will not be asking me money for anything. That is what I am grooming her. So what you are learning today, it is not just for you, but it is for your generation. So if you're having initial mistakes, losing money, it is normal.
Successful people lose. They make mistakes. See, when you are doing something new altogether, you make so much mistake. You have to learn from your mistake and don't give up. If you are giving up on your dream, nothing, you will not achieve anything meaningful in life. My wife is not trading. She like working. She like to work, so she's working. That's our own desire. No problem about that. So you have to keep on keeping up. Keep on keeping up. Winners don't quit. Winners don't quit. Don't quit. I used to be laughed at when I was doing this thing. I used to be laughed at. I used to be ridiculed. But today, I tell you the truth that money is not my problem. I travel to anywhere I want to travel to. Anywhere. Anywhere. I don't have time for politics. The other day, I'm in a PDP. I'm in PDP and the PDP and PDP governorship candidate lost the election, and people were asking me, "Honorable, where are you?" I say, "I'm not interested. The politics, there's no money in politics. What I make today in my trading is times 5 of times 10 of what I make in politics for 1 month. So why would I be wasting my time doing politics?" So you don't need the politician to give you money. You don't need anything. Someone says, "Sir, is it a sign that others are winning from trades and you are always losing?" I don't understand. I don't understand Austin, but Austin, I can assure you that if you're losing right now, don't let your losing to stop you. Then re-strategize. Read the books that you have been sent. You have been given to read the books. Read the books that have been sent to you. Reading is key to your success. I keep telling you this every single day. Read books. The day this young lady, Tina, I told her, I gave her books and she has been reading those books. And this girl is very phenomenal. She's doing very well. Someday she'll begin to train you guys because she has been in this academy for some time. Some of our new students, one day, I believe she'll be the one to be training our new students because she has understood this business to an extent. So please don't let your losses at the moment to discourage you in this business. Losing is part of the business, but you learn from your losses. I don't see any reason why you should give up because of losses. It's mistake you're making, correct those mistakes. Small account is what making most people to lose. As far as I understand, if you cannot control your small account, then leave volatility index and trade forex so that you learn and make prepare yourself for capital so that you can trade volatility index with a good capital. If you trade volatility index with my strategy that you have, why will you lose money? You will never lose money like that. All right, guys. I think today we are done for today. So I want to thank you for coming. Read your books. Go back to your um, education and keep on investing in yourself because you have greatness in you. Somebody said what? Somebody said it's okay. So it's sign that your end will be great. Yes, I like that. Bad beginners always leads to great endings. Yes. Okay, thank you, Austin. Vital charisma, thank you. That's a good one. Yes. If you're losing, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. All right, Austin, keep on keeping on. Don't give up. All right, we have come to the end of this class, and I'm going to end this webinar.